Okay. um. Today I want to talk about why I had to close my 2 feet skate shop. Anyways, I think this video gonna be kind of long. I mean, I closed the shop maybe no right after Christmas last year. Um, and at the time, I didn't say okay, we're closing shop. We didn't do anything like closing sale or anything like that. So and I didn't really talk about it. I just quietly just closed the shop. I just started hearing some stuff that is not true and whatnot. Like but anyway, so like last summer I started seeing that the sales were not up to the normal summer sales. I mean, it's been kind of like ongoing thing that last 2 years or so it's just been just keep getting less and less sales. And then about end of last summer basically I come to conclusion that if winter doesn't pan out, I'm gonna just completely run out of money. So around September, end of September or so, I decide that shop's gotta go. Unfortunately, just money runs out. It means basically my service is no longer needed to the community. Of course, people who come to the skate, our skate shop, all the time, of course, for them, they need it. But the thing is, the majority of skateboard customers are like beginners, someone you don't know. Of course, we had best reviews and all that stuff, but it still wasn't able to cover all the cost and basically the what I had to do would have been if I wanted to keep the shop would be um basically lay off Jeff, and then I would have to be there all the time. And my wife works too, and at the moment she was working quite a bit, and I was taking the kids to the shop all the time. And they don't understand why they need to stay in the shop for 8 hours or something. So I let them go outside. There's not much space outside, but they were just kind of hanging out on the sort of pavement of the side of the road, kind of stuff. And then another reason I needed to close the shop is the neighborhood was kind of getting bad, worse and worse. It was never really perfect neighborhood, and there was always homeless people and druggies, and but then it's I start seeing more and more, I'll say, of those people, and it's just not a good place for me to have kids. That was another major reason. It's so the those people who don't know, we're in Tacoma, Washington. And of course, in Washington, Tacoma is notorious for crimes and stuff. But I'm until last few years, really never felt Tacoma is any dangerous at all, compared to say south side of Chicago or Detroit or Cleveland. Tacoma was just like actually pretty safe. I never felt the need to get out of here, like you know but last few years I start seeing a lot more crimes that are more like the victim is like unrelated to the crime, so to speak, like they're basically innocent, so to speak. Like it's just random people getting shot, like things like that, like, robberies and like, yeah, so like Washington used to be a lot better, like Seattle, Tacoma generally was a lot better, but like last few years it's been getting worse. And I just don't agree with how like politics are running, and like they're just not going after people who does like like petty crimes, like they don't, of course, like like society needs some understanding, but you know but I don't think like it's too understanding here. Like you have to have some kind of rule, like you have to protect the property rights, or nobody gonna work for it, like nobody gonna work for it. And the thing is, like, that's the fundamental base of society is people trying to get work for what they can get. Like, it's not like, and if you work hard and then you got something, say like car, and then your car gets stolen all the time, like who's gonna try to get a car? Like, that's kind of a thing, so like the it was kind of, like I started feeling not safe in Tacoma. I still come here. I'm at the skate park in Tacoma, but I mean, it just like things are kind of like, especially if I'm gonna have a kids all the time, that wasn't gonna happen. So yeah. So, and another thing was, so like this is coming down. My decision wasn't made based on like just the money, so to speak. Like, do I have willingness to go through challenges? Um, yeah, am I willing to do that, right? And those things should come from like your your passion, your commitment, your eager to work for it, kind of towards people you serve, but another thing was that I start dealing with a lot of shitty people. Like, not that I like, not that I don't like people or anything like that. Like, 99% of time, people are good peoples, and they're positive trends, like positive, like, interactions, and like both side benefit from, like, say like my knowledge of skateboarding, Jeff's knowledge of skateboarding, and like somebody come in and like ask a lot of questions, and we were actually like, like try to inform them as much as we could, and like those are fine. But then, like, there's always like losers, come into the shop and like just kind of, they have their own perspective of what I should do. And then, like, like, I don't know, like, and then like they expect something from me, and then like if I do something like slightly not up to their whatever, they start getting mad or something, like, things like that, like or like a lot of people are rude and inconsiderate, and like not a lot, but those people like I've been like, last couple years or so, like I feel like I'm dealing with more of those kind of people. And like it's just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I was kind of never had that before, it's kind of weird thing to say, but um like my normal interaction with most people, like just about everybody, it's been like, pretty good. But yeah, yeah. So like that was another reason, so to speak, why I decided to close the shop. And then I gotta drink some water. It's kind of hot today. It's like 70-degree, but I mean you live in Washington, 70 degrees kind of hot. And another thing I will say is skateboarding's been kind of like trending down since 20 Hawk days. So the industry hasn't been um like increasing capacity, so to speak, like increase in sales or like, and then like plus like, there's a lot of shops in Tacoma actually. So like technically speaking, if you include 2 feet, there was a 5 skate shops, like including Zoomies. So like 200,000 people and 5 skate shops, it's not gonna work, like you just don't have that many people to buy skateboard, and most skateboard sold to public is used like maybe like month or two and just stay in the garage, like so. Um, and I think that's another problem with the industry is like people don't stay with the skateboarding as much as they used to. Like back in the day when we sort of like joined skateboarding, you're not just joining like just some club or something like that. You're like joining the club, like you're you're the pack, of skaters, like it was not like you just kind of like, oh, on Saturday, you hang out with skaters once a week, or like your mommy arranges like a play date with like a, it wasn't like that. Like skateboarding used to be like you get off to school and then you just go to skate park until sunsets, and everybody was there all the time. And yeah, it's not like that anymore. And the people who wants to try skateboarding have like doesn't have that like persistency, so to speak, like they don't commit to it, and then as soon as it gets really hard, say like try to learn how to ollie or something like that, or like kickflip or something, and if it doesn't work, like people just quit skateboarding, and that's kind of a like I feel like the marketing in skateboard industry is quite often towards like just like a sort of like instinctive things, like a like like 20 stair kickflip or something like that, or 15 stair backside lip slide or something like that, like it's like a they tend to be very like provoking, so it's not provoking but like eye catching, like it's like, oh, what just happened kind of thing, like so I feel like industry needs to kind of take a little more time, and then try to retain those people who start skateboarding, but I don't think the effort is there. And like one of my friends here. Um, so the and then like you go on YouTube videos, like I watch other people's video time to time. I'm not trying to watch too much, like but like honestly, like those like companies who make like popular tutorial videos, like they're terrible, like they're terrible. Like they just hit the algorithm. They're not like maybe they're visually pleasing or like things like that, but they're really not um they're not changed. Like they have no improvement from like 90s, like when I went to skate park and people taught me how to skateboard. Like they just repeat same thing, like I was listening to this guy saying like if your board doesn't when you do tray flip, if your board doesn't come right under you and it keeps going behind you, then try to lean back, which it could work, it could work, but that's not always the answer. Like, I mean, that's not a precise answer. It's more like you have to like pop, like scoop the board like different direction. Actually, I'm thinking about making tray flip video again, which I found but anyways, so like industry is not trying to retain the skaters as much as like more like they're trying to get them to buy their first board. So like, and that's why I think I need to keep doing tutorial videos because yeah, like, and I'm hoping like way I explain things will help people learn how to skateboard a little bit faster because I like knowledge is everything, right? Knowledge is everything. Like what kind of parts you want, like how do you like what is the like physics behind sort of like, you know, the board movements when you do tricks, and stuff like that. And just people just kind of like, oh, your heel flip doesn't work, like scoot your feet forward a little bit, like it's not where your position of the foot is when you but anyways, so like that's another thing is like a lot of things in like even like entire YouTube, like 90% of things tutorial has been just kind of like repeat of what was said before. And I don't think there's like a whole lot of improvements. They just like kind of like better visual, better sound, but there's nothing like improved, like just a little bit here, a little bit there, like so. And as an industry as a whole, I think we're we're um we're getting kind of obsolete, like not as efficient as other industries. So like scooter industry actually been growing and we're going down, not going down. I don't think skateboard is going down at all. Like it's gonna make a huge comeback at some point. But right now it is, right now it is going down. So so yeah, like if you look at like scooter industries, their production seems like a very automated, so to speak. Like, their products are like good price at low, good price and good quality. Like $50 scooter will last you like a couple years easily. Skateboards, like they try to cut every cost everywhere, and like we technically need to stop the Chinese manufacturing. Like, but then like someone like Tony Hawk, you know, sell like $30 board at the Walmart, and that's like I think that's problem with the Walmart is like they have like what consider like acceptable price range, so the thing is yeah, although I love the Airwalk shoes I reviewed, but anyways, um so yeah, industry as a whole needs a lot of improvement, and um I think it should be done by someone like Skate One, like Pals or NHS, or I don't think Deluxe will do something like that, but um, it needs to be like like a lot more automated, a lot more better distributed. Like cost needs to come down, and I think it's totally possible, you know, because like at the manufacturing level, the cost of manufacturing a whole skateboard will be like less than $50. Now I'm talking about like brand names and stuff. And if you drop that price, like increase efficiency and like say like like if you buy like material in larger quantities, or like replace with like something better material or something like that. And then if you drop the cost by like drop down to like manufacturing cost of like maybe like 30 or something, I think it's totally feasible to say like distribute it to like, more uh like more like somewhere like Walmart, like, but I don't know. Like, or like you yourself have like chain skate shops around the country or something like that. And so yeah, like I anyways, like I guess I can talk forever. But I just hit the 20 minutes, so I think that's a good amount of talking. Okay. Okay. I hope that helped. This isn't like me telling you guys to don't start skate shop at all. Like I think, and like yeah, like if you want to start skate shop, do it. Like especially if you watch my video and then like watch my how to open up a skate shop, and then if what I said applies to you in that video, then but like I shouldn't, I'll say like try not to like have open up a shop somewhere like too crowded, in a business wise. Like there's like two other skate shops and you open another skate shop like that. It's not gonna work. And or like, like you're living in like population of like 30,000 residents, it's not gonna. And then like, but anyways, like if you want to start skateboard industry, like, any kind of business, then like go for it. But just know that like, you're like you have to create your own market, so to speak. Anyways, it's kind of getting hot. I want to go outside and skate. And yeah, that's all today. And I'll see you on next video.